Oi! Hey everybody, welcome back to another game development stream for Galactic Parcel Service. I will be your host, Crooked Lily, or one half of Crooked Lily. I'm the crooked part of Crooked Lily. Death Lily is not here. She'll probably be here tomorrow. Unfortunately, she has to work. So, I'm the only one who gets to work from home and just sit here and be a veg all day. Working on game development, talking to you guys. Me being a degenerate, like always. But why is this running? What's happening? Anyway, I hope everybody's been good. Hope you guys have had a good time over the last couple days. Lots of progress has been made on the game development front. Yeah. So I guess it's time to just jump straight into it, yeah? So let's go over here and do the automatic scene switcher started up. And take a look at what we got going on the old task Trello board. Let's see, what are we doing today? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, we got a lot cut out for us. It might be time for me to make a version control. Not version control, sorry. Like a version history thing, because I need to start updating when I push updates to the Steam playtest, and just in general need to get better at doing that stuff. Let's go ahead and make one of those files really quick. What do we want to do? Probably put it in assets, right? Just be in assets. Who gives a shit? Scripts, new file. This is going to be called versions. No. Who gives a shit? Versions.txt. Awesome. And the very first one is going to... Why do you want me to select a language? It's a .txt, man. What are you doing, VS? Okay, so the first version was 0.8.1.x. This is going to be called initial release on Steam. Sure. And we'll do 0.8.2.x. Because I want to clean up all of these random things that I have here. Because I have a bunch of, like, when I go through here, right? I've done a bunch of stuff, so it's like, completed, 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 completed. That's where you have the lizard meme just pop up and be like, completed, completed, completed. So I want to clean these up, but I want to at least track somewhat what I've actually done recently. Need build queue for commits on server. You're supposed to say commits on server, right? Commits on server. I gotta remember that it only shows like the top 3 or 4 on vertical. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my text kind of pops up like right in between. Right in the middle of all that stuff. So I guess I could probably lower the CC, but I don't really care. Okay. Anyway. I already forgot what I was doing. Oh, I wanted to mark down some of the things that I wanted to say that's in this release, like when I push to master. So, like when I switch it over to the default branch. I don't know if I'm going to be doing updates. Like, I think it only gives me the thing in Steam for default. When I push to like the public default branch. Didn't seem to be popping up when I do builds for the development branch. So it'd be cool if there was a way that I could access this version txt file inside of the game. Like you click the little version string, and then it pops up with a pop-up that's scrollable, and you can sit there and actually just like look at each one of the things, and maybe like date of publish. But we'll cross that bridge later. Maybe we'll put it in suggestions and features and stuff like that. Suggestions and features. Boom. Suggestions and features. Suggestions and features. Anyway, let's get continuing these things and writing down what's actually going to be in this one. So that's the problem with me not doing this, is I don't remember what stuff is in. We'll just You know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and run the automation, and then we'll just start from here. Like the default. I know for a fact that I fixed enemies not responding to being attacked. Okay. We did that one. We fixed for sure. We fixed NPE. On hub station. Fixed. No, fixed exception. Sure. Exception when opening hub station UI. All right, we'll just keep it like that. I don't have to write down every single fucking fix that I do, but let's just at least kind of track what we're doing so I have some sort of an update. And then same with Ship Collider, we'll make this all big and stuff. Boom. Pretty good. It's not too bad. That's okay. It doesn't look, it's not the worst, you know. We'll keep it there. All right. So, go ahead and click the little lightning bolt. Nope, just kidding. Click the little magic eraser wand. Running. Archive completed. Oh, well, there it goes. All my completeds are gone from task and issues and everywhere else. So if it was completed, it is now gone. Right? Tasks and issues no longer has any completed. So we're just going to be able to knock out most of these things. Ugh. Cool. All right. I'm going to try and get 0.82 out today. Because it needs to be out. Let's make sure we're on the correct build thing. We are not. Switch platform back to Windows. Oh my goodness gracious. Man. Cannot build player while editor is importing assets or compiling scripts. Makes sense? In Unity 6.2, okay, nope, I was reading that. That's cool. The hell with what you were reading. Okay, today is gonna be an interesting day because I haven't taken medication in 2 days. So, why was I highlighted on attacking ship last? What was I doing? Doesn't matter. First thing is first. Move version.text over, and I want to pin it. Boom. Do not go away anymore. All right, let's close everything. Okay. So, back to doing some little bit of DevOps stuff. Let's start tackling out some of these things. First one says pick up from location, even if it has inbound ships, when there's no other ship. So one of the issues I have is if you have a bunch of ships and you tell them to go do something, but you only have, let's say, like 8 locations in the system. Well, only 8 ships can go pick up at a time. The rest of them will just sit there until they can go pick them up. And I would rather them attempt to pick up from the first place they can after they've checked everywhere. So that is what we're going to do. Let's get a move on. I believe that is in ship class. Don't care about that. Don't care about properties. We care about, I think it is resume pickups. Also, one thing to note, inbound ships. Their current command has to be pickup. So they're going to be checking enemies because technically enemies can be inbound to a location. But enemies will never have the pickup command set. Because all I really care about is I didn't want multiple ships all on a line trying to pick up, because they'll end up just following each other like ants. And it looks a little weird. I'd rather them kind of like spread out their tasks. So that's what we're going to do right now. or that's what it's already doing. But yeah, like I said, the problem comes from when everybody is already in an inbound ship and you're telling somebody to go. I would rather them start making the journey, right? If inbound ships dot length is greater than 0, we check all of this stuff. It says if not the closest. Well, if you are not the closest, don't care if you are not the closest. We're just going to go to the first place anyway. Well, see, the problem with doing it this way is it's only going to check the first place. It's basically going to go, so we need to not do that. When we say continue, we are continuing from here to this thing. Right? This is the sorted locations. Oh, this is a bummer because why are we looping through the... This doesn't make sense. So we are basically looping through every place unnecessarily, because here's the if statement, right? So that's it. We're looping through every single place, and we might not even have to. Like, we should only be looping if we can. So that's what this thing says. This one actually kind of makes sense. Like, hey, does the place even have packages? Right? But we could probably filter out that from the sorted locations. Like, we're already doing it here. We have sorted locations, and then we say sorted locations, what's it called? Just do sorted locations again. Like, in all the places that we actually are selecting sorted locations, like, only grab us locations that have packages at the moment. It doesn't make any sense that I would be doing this check, because I could skip over checking every single place we can go deliver to if I've already filtered out this information. So let's try and do this first. Let's grab this thing. We're going to go ahead and just grab that real quick. Sorted location. Oh, right there, look. Delivery locations where packages.count is greater than 0. So that place has packages. Or packages.count is greater than 0. Okay, so we're doing that. All locations, packages.count is greater than 0. Or all locations, packages.count is greater than 0. So we don't need to be doing this check. So this check is irrelevant. Redundant. And then next, there is no point in us doing this check either. Because why are we... Cargo count not equal to cargo size? If cargo count equaled cargo size, that meant we had no room on our ship in the first place. So why did we even do any of this stuff? So we could probably optimize it a little bit by taking out this thing. Right? We don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. We're going to have to do something about this return. Right? So we're going to have to do something in a second. But we basically didn't need to be doing any of this stuff. Like, all of this stuff. Right? Yeah. So, let's do sorted locations, pickup, and is explorer. None of that stuff. Okay, so we might actually be able to say do this. Watch. Let's try this. I say watch like hold my beer. Hold on, let me show you something. Oh shit, what up, dude? BRB 20 minute. Okay, back. What's up, Wolf? Good to see you, brother. And to answer your question, no, I didn't sketch shit. I spent 2 hours running around just to come to the conclusion that I wanted to build in the middle of a lake and build one pillar out of cobblestone. I made one pillar out of cobblestone and then stood there spacing out for a solid 20 minutes trying to visualize what I wanted to do and then give up and go to bed. That was my Minecraft. Like, that was adventure, you know, my Minecraft adventure. That was pathetic. We're going to say if true. And then I want to move basically everything into that if true. Because there is no point in us doing this. At all. Right? And then we'll replace this if true with that. If cargo count is not equal to cargo size. then we want to do all of those other things. So let's pretend that this is cargo count, you know, is equal to cargo size or greater. Well, see, that's the other thing too. If cargo count is not equal to cargo size, what happens if there's a mistake in code and I end up having cargo count is greater than cargo size? So why not say like, hey, you know, we're allowed to go down and do all of this stuff if cargo count is less than, you know? Let's find out. Because cargo count is the amount of packages that I actually have. Cargo size is how much can I hold. So if cargo count is less than cargo size, we want to actually try to find something. If somehow we get to this section of code, we went through here and we are here, that means we found nowhere to go to. So let's break this apart, make it a little easier to read. Okay. All right, deal. I'm trying to do an on lake cabin. So I want, you know, in the water, some sort of a shape, like a log wood cabin. I'm very simplistic. I like nature shit. Just want things made out of wood for the most part. I don't do elaborate castle builds. I don't build skyscrapers. I don't do any of that shit. I just live in my tiny little hut in the middle of a frozen lake. In this case, it's not going to be a frozen lake. It's just a lake. A melted lake. So you want the city of Atlantis before it sunk. Yes. That is exactly what I was saying. Simplicity. Cool. So only if we need to be trying to pick up somewhere do we do cargo count less than what's it called. Go through our things. We're already filtering out all of that shit. Now we need to sort by our stuff. This return is weird. We don't need this, so let's get rid of that because we're basically just rewriting all of this stuff for some reason. Inbound ships. It'd be cool if I could do something where my screen showed me chat like in the center of my screen, kind of like how the top of the video has the chat pop up in the top left corner, but if I could do that on like my actual computer screen and just quit, because I have to look way in this corner over there to see chat, and I tend to not do it quickly. Well, you need some diamond armor and potions to clear an ocean monument so you can make a prismarine farm. Yeah, I'm down for that. I have some of those things. I know where an ocean monument is, so that's a good start. I have at least one diamond, maybe two. So basically got the armor and the weapons covered. Yeah, that's it. I'm ready to go. Now I just need the sketch, the idea, and I will build it. And machines. I want to build machines. I miss building machines. Okay, so we've got our... What the fuck is this? Think about the scan range of ships when looking for somewhere to pick up. No thanks. That's how you fix to-dos. You just delete them. Have I even been streaming for 5 minutes? Probably. 9:30? I've been streaming for 5 minutes. Okay, so we need to look for somewhere to go. Right? If we get here, this is the thing that we need to do. If we get here is what we need. Oh, because I get what we're doing. We're basically saying, okay, if sorted locations equals this, we're gonna automatically just do it. We're already at the place that we want. Okay, BRB, unspecified length of time. Word. You want me to sketch it out first? Yes. I'll go bust out my sketchbook and show you why. Okay. that's fine. If we're already docked at the first place that we want to go to, just pick up shit anyway. Who cares if there's anybody inbound or not? We're gonna be closest. We're docked. All right. Then, if there are any inbound ships that are trying to do it, let's see if we are closer. All right. If we are closest, false. We immediately break. You say if not closest, we go through this again, which comes back in, right? And we've already controlled the loop here. Because if we're not closest, we're going to continue on. If we are closest, then this won't happen and this won't happen. And we were the closest of all inbound ships, so we are going to get to here. So that return statement that I deleted was dumb. So we will say return. Okay. Next, we wanted to do something where if we get past all of this, we get past this loop, right? Somehow we get to here. Is this what we wanted to do? We did not find a location to pick up from, start delivering, and have anything on us instead, basically. Oh, so that's where logic's going to get a little confusing, because it's like, we want to have the ship. If I have packages on me and you say, go pick up packages, right? But I don't have a full load. You say, go pick up packages. I'm going to look for a place to go. What I wanted to do was look for a place to go. And if I couldn't find one, but I had packages, then just start delivering the packages instead so we can at least make forward progress. But what happens if you have no packages on you, and the only reason why you didn't find a place to deliver to was because there was inbound ships? That's the case that I'm trying to handle right now. And all I'm doing is telling them to go home. I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do instead is does it really matter? It just looks weird if you hire a bunch of ships and tell them to all start going. Like you build routes for them and then nobody moves. Right? They just sit at the hub station for a while and nobody goes. And you don't really know why they're just sitting there instead of going and doing something. Like, especially if somebody's only 100 units away and you are 500 units away. Like, sure, you don't go there because you don't want a huge line of people. But like, you're gonna go there in a second. You might as well start. If docked location equals null. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. What if we moved this else if underneath? So the original... Sorry, hold on. The original thing still stands. You attempt to resume delivery first if you have packages. If you don't have packages and we are out in the middle of nowhere, we just go home. Okay? Because it's supposed to be like, you finished your route, you dropped everything off, go home. But if you are docked somewhere, you know what, man? I don't even know. We're gonna, fuck. I have no idea. We're gonna comment that out. Something about going to pick up even if there are inbound ships. All right, problem solved. I'm just kidding. Not problem solved, but edit labels. I want to backlog this because I need to think about it a little bit. Actually, well, instead of saying backlog, we'll just say debating. All right, and then we'll move that to the bottom. Bottom. All right, what's next? Enemies don't respond to attack presence. I actually fixed that last night. So let's go ahead and say that is correct. Or correct, completed. That is completed. Okay. Clicking a location while clicking an enemy makes the UIs overlap. Okay, let's go ahead, switch that to in progress, and we'll tackle two birds at one stone. Let's make sure that I didn't totally bork the pickup method in that little mini rewrite thing. Mini rewriting, like rewrite anything. I just removed an if statement. Really? Yeah, so let's do that first. Let's see. Yeah. Enemy spawner. We want to allow spawning. We want it to spawn quickly. And the task said clicking a get over here. Clicking a location while clicking an enemy. All right, so I'll just test the differences and see. Because I may have actually taken care of that on accident when I was doing something else. So let's see if it's cleared up. We'll just start a new world. I like seeing the new planet generation and stuff. Blip, 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 blip. Gotta fix this bug down here. Why is all this stuff happening? Definitely do not want sound in the game. No, thank you. Okay. Chip shop. Hire. Make sure you get some pickup routes going. Awesome. Pickup routes. Sweet. Oh, spotted an enemy thief. Perfect. That's what we want. So, close this. We click on you. Hey, get over here. We click on you. Then we click on a location. Then we click on you. And then we click on a hub station. Yeah, see, I already took care of it. Then we click on location again, and it goes away. We click on you. Perfect. Click on hub. It goes away. Okay, so all that stuff actually goes away. Well, look at that. I guess I did fix that on accident like I thought. Cool. So that gets completed and auto pushed down to the bottom, which you can't see, but enemies don't respawn. Oh, it actually doesn't show the highlight in the screen cap. That's funny. Either way, it is now taken care of. I could have it moved to a completed section instead of just being inside of the thing, but whatever. Okay. So even though this thing says utility ships still get stuck occasionally, I actually haven't seen it since I did this big massive rewrite on how commands get stored in code and a bunch of other stuff. So may or may not be a thing. Don't know. This is why I need play testers. Come play test the game. Need to find bugs and get suggestions and features. Do we want to do active highlighted buttons right now? Probably not. Let's do client package UI needs package count / client package count max. Okay, we could do that one. Let's do that one. In progress, especially since it's old. It doesn't have the new tag, which means it's more than 4 days old. I wrote a plugin for Trello that basically lets me control like how long do I want to show this thing, what color, what do I want it to say, shit like that. So if you want me to go into more details on something like that, I'd be happy to. Just let me know down below. All right. Let's see. What do we need to do for that? We need to first look at how I did it for the Hub Station UI, which I believe is pretty straightforward. Show packages. That is what we're looking for right now. On packages tab selected. Should be somewhere around here. Package list manager right there. Set additional text. And then this is if we want to do the info labels and all that. Let's go ahead and take all of this. We are going to open up the client UI manager, right? I actually don't know what views get turned on when I do this. Damn, it's the first time I've seen a 0.1%. It's been a few streams where I just haven't seen any dropped frames at all. But I've dropped 415 frames in the last 40 minutes. Interesting. All right, locations. Somebody has to have a fucking package. You click clients. So here is one of the other places we want to do it. Is when they're at their max, I want these to be red. Asks issues. Client. Oh, hold on. Let me do it up here instead. Oh. Client. Box icon. Package count. Red if maxed out. Nice. I spelled that beautifully. Coward. Bad order. All right, back to the game. So we'll click on you. It's when we click on pending packages, it says 5 of 9 because it's showing me the package count or whatever it should have been when packages were added instead of whatever this thing is. And this is just a regular package list on here. So show packages button click. I'm assuming that's this. We have this build list thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, damn. I even named it package list manager. Awesome. That's all. That is great. I even named it sorted list. Consistency for the win. Ha! Hell yeah. That's awesome. Should this be selected client? No fucking way. So, selected client. There is going to be a field here that says something about how many packages they can actually carry. Where are the stats for these? Style, nickname, home, travel, satisfaction, XP, current level is stranded is game world, base, stats. That's what we are looking for. So we actually don't have a thing. We need some sort of, as we go to client stats, we're going to see max pending packages. Okay, so that's what we want. Also, I need to go through and revamp all of this stuff because one of the things that I made a mistake on is client does not contain it. Yeah, I don't care. One of the things I made a mistake on was I have the way that I do stats is like you have a regular stats and then you have a modifier stats in case I want to like cast a spell on them. I can store it in the modifier stats. And I was incorrectly when they leveled. You'll see here like update stats gets called when their XP gets higher. So it's going to say base set level. What's it called? Update base stats to whatever the level is supposed to be. And so I'm actually storing that information on modifier stats. I should be storing it on the base stats because modifier stats is supposed to be like its own separate thing in case there's any modifiers applied. Like you go through and you say this planet has boosted client generation or something like that, or like this one specific client is extra happy for something, so he's going to gain a boost in the package valuation or something like that. I would store that information in modifier stats instead of on the base stats. But that is not what I'm doing. Base stat. So base stats package value max equals base stats package value max plus 1000 times whatever fucking level you are. Sweet. Base stats max pending packages is equal to 3 plus whatever your current level is. Oh, I didn't realize that they were allowed to have 4. Not anymore. Three plus level minus 1. Why not just 2 plus level? Fine. Whatever you say. 2 plus level it is. Hey, there's a bug. Squirrel. All right. We need to, in the client class, we need to add a little shortcut property thing that says public int what did I name it here? Cargo package limit. Client. Cargo package limit. Is base stats dot map. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Max pending packages plus modifier stats dot max pending packages. This way we can do something like normally they can only hold 3 packages, but during the holiday season they can they tend to, like, it increases. Like normally they can only hold 3 packages, but it's holiday time, boom, they can hold 6 or something stupid. And then the cargo package limit on Hub Station makes sense. I need to look at location UI. Location UI manager. We need to see the showing of the packages, because I don't know if I actually have a package limit set for locations or if it's all strictly based on the max cargo limit for clients. I don't remember. That's what we're going to figure out. That is what we are doing at this moment, trying to figure out where those things are. Can I just go to show packages instead of doing this crap? No. Undocked ships. Nice, we hit the end. Hell yeah, exactly what I wanted. Show packages? Hey, show packages button pressed. Alrighty. Selected location, cargo package limit. So the cargo package limit on the selected location is not actually... It is base stats plus modifier stats. Okay, so it's not dependent on how many each individual client can hold. It is actually based on the location itself. Which, you know what, for now, that's not the end of the world. But now we need to do a leave squad color, which I'm going to rename to overcapacity color. So let's go to, what is it? Substation UI has a leave squad color. We're going to take it. Client UI. Leave squad color. Rename to over capacity color. God damn it. You can't say it that way. Over capacity color. I spell color with a U. I know I'm not from, I know I'm from the USA and people don't spell it with a U here, but I spell it with a U. I spell favor, armor, favorite, color. I spell it all with a U. And my whole life I've spelled it with a U for some reason. And it was only when I started programming did I stop spelling it with a U, or at least tried to stop spelling it with a U, because it's right here. It doesn't have a U in it when I try and use the class, so it always seemed weird that I would say color over capacity, like color, right? It just like, fine, I'll change it. But then every once in a while I write it anyway, and it bothers me. So it's called overcapacity color. Otherwise, it's going to be color dot white. Okay. And that's it, right? If sorted list dot length is greater than or equal to whatever your package limit happens to be for those people, which in that case, that client that I was just looking at actually had 3, and their thing should be 3. Gotta make sure I have the color set in. I think it's Hub UI Manager. I have the color set right here. Do I have that one in there? Do I already have that one? I do, so I don't need this. Okay. So then we'll say Client UI Manager has that color. I don't know if it's that one or not. Son of a bitch. 16800. Remember that. 16800. So it was that color. Sweet. Alrighty, we're good. We should be able to just press play now, find that client, find that cell, and update the text accordingly and the coloration of that text. So let's go to locations. There should be one that had 5. There should be a client that has 3. There should be a client that has 3. Excuse me. Oh, well. What? Go back to the closest substation. Locations. You have 4? How many people do you have? Hey, you're supposed to have 3. Oh, you know what? How do I know what their base stats are? Well, let's find out. What planet is this? Apruna 3? See, one thing without me taking my ADHD medication is I shake a lot. My legs, like, I have to be in motion, right? So my legs keep moving, blah, blah, blah. And it is infuriating. It's one of the biggest reasons why I take medication is to stop the shaking. The constant movement. Because then I'm out of breath. It makes it harder for me to think. Like, it just sucks. And I won't take it right now because I keep forgetting to call the doctor to get my prescription refilled. So I'm like saving my last one until I'm allowed to have it when I call the doctor. It's like a little reward. Holding my comfort hostage until I call the doctor. So we're going to do Galaxy Spawner, Apruna 3. So the Apruna system. Apruna 3. Oh, whoops. We actually don't need to go into it as a child. We can just look at our clients list. So clients, dataset, there are 3. Who was this guy? Plyhamanum? Hell yeah. So the second client. Nickname. Plyhamanum. Are you going to tell me? Oh yeah, base stats right there. Max packages, 3. Well, you then. Ooh, you know what it could be? I did the additional color label. I didn't do this thing. I wrote that down as something I wanted to do, but not something I actually did. So when I go into him and I look at his pending packages, well, that's not correct. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Extensions, delete database. The modifier stats get serialized and saved to the database, whereas the base stats are not being stored into the database. The base stats are basically starting fresh and then being calculated based on their level and everything else. That way I can change the starting numbers, but keep the application of level and experience and all that. But the modifier stats, on the other hand, that actually needs to be saved to the database and then applied every time on start. So I think that's the reason why they had 3 plus 3 is because I was saving it as modifier stats, and we're going to find that out by just deleting the database and starting over and seeing if packages are red when there are 3. And maybe we'll get a better spawn that has better locations for these things. Like that guy right there, 4. With 2 clients, hell yeah. You should actually be at your pending packages of fucking fuck off. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Why? Client stats. That is because both of them are 3. So unlike what I do in the editor, I need to set these things on update stats. Oh, that is annoying. Okay. And that's because when I do the planets or the ships and stuff, I can actually, on their prefab, I can edit these values in the editor prior to playing. Whereas the clients are getting generated at the time of the game and getting applied. So whatever values I have set here for client stats, it doesn't differentiate between modified and base. They're just going to be here. So what I actually need is I need these things to be 0 and then be applied when we update stats. So we're going to lay the groundwork for some of these things. Update client stats based on level. To do. We're just going to go ahead and start copying these things and say, hey, you're always going to be 150. You're always going to be that. Will be that. I can slow down money growth by changing those things. Starting package value max. Starting package value max and package value max. I don't understand the difference between those 2 things. Max pending packages is immediately equal to 3. That doesn't make sense. So we're actually not going to be doing this. We already did that one. And max pending travel locations. Yeah, well, basically, we only want to go to one place at a time, ever. But we'll give ourselves the ability of changing it in the future if we so desire. Package value max. All right. 0, 0, 0. And we're doing this so the modifier stats stay at 0. And then when we apply its level of set level 1, it's going to go through and say update stats and immediately just apply these things. Right? And I'm pretty sure that when I load in everything, I am calling set level on all the stuff. I'm not just saying that the current level is the thing. I'm saying set level. I hope. Here are the ships. Oh yeah, see? Set level. So that way it runs through the what's it called? Oh, I never did the thing with the thing. Interesting. FTP. Load clients. We're doing the same thing, right? Apply save data. Set level. Awesome. We're setting the level and then setting the total XP property. So setting the level is going to apply numbers to the base stats, which will go through set level, what's it called, base stats. Current level becomes whatever the thing is, and we're good. So all of that stuff should actually still work. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. I have to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to test this to make sure that that thing works, and then I'll update the other one. So I will see you in a sec. All right, howdy, howdy, mother truckers. Welcome back to myself, because I am back. And I'm welcoming myself. Because that is what we do. We sit here, we code, we talk to myself. We talk to ourselves, whatever. Whatever the verbiage is that you're supposed to say. And then the obligatory checking stocks, because I am a fucking degenerate. Yes, there is a microphone in front of me. Oh my god. Thank you. Holy shit. Nuts. You winning? Are you winning, S&P 500? 664.13. I got out at 664.70 something. So it hasn't recovered fully, which means I would be in the exact same position that I was in earlier, except for the fact that the 660 is selling for 411. What did I sell a 660 for? Because I definitely had a 660 that sold at 411. Ah, 465. I sold it at 465, and I sold those at 443. Oh no, I sold them at 447. Oh, still an extra 30 bucks on all those. And then the original ones I sold at 417, so still higher. So, okay. So, getting out when I got out was probably still good. Ugh. Let's see. Let's delete the database. Yeah, let's delete the database. Because if I don't delete the database, those modifier stats got saved. And they need to not be saved with the database, like I said. All right. Ship shop. Nope, don't care about ship shop. What am I doing? Locations. We're looking. Ooh, you've got perfect, dude. Look at that. Cargo. Clients. 3 of 3. Pending packages. 3 of 3. Let's go. It's red. We're winning, son. Hell yeah. And then the other dude. What is the other one? The other guy has got 3 also, right? So pending packages. 3 of 3. Ooh, and he's got a hazardous rusty belt buckle. Nice. Fog bugs. I don't even know what fog bugs are. That package is 12 grand. 12,000. Oh fuck. That's a lot. Damn, dude. Crazy. Cray cray. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was need a speech bubble. Right? Because I want to do the being able to talk to them and stuff. I think it'd be so cool to talk. Travel requests? That's funny. All right, I want these things to also be read at a glance so you can see who's like maxed out, even though it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like this isn't really adding gameplay value like, whatsoever. It's just, I'm just going for like consistency and stuff. Cool. You can arbitrarily take 9. Weird. And it is sorted by the expiry date. So that's still looking good. Okay. I am not a UI designer. I would love better UI design. I can really badly. Ugh. Oh god. Okay. I am gonna have to end stream early today. I gotta pick up my son. I gotta leave 1 hour early for stream today to go get him. His sister can't pick him up. Sweet. Okay, so we can go ahead and tackle that one and say UI needs the package count / out of what's it called count. Yep, that's fine. Client box icon package count red if maxed out. So that is basically the exact same thing that I just did, except applied to the icon itself. So edit labels in progress. Okay. And we did that based on this thing. So we should have a upgrade something, or update something. Update selected image, nickname. This is client UI manager. We are doing this in the clients thing, which happens to be on the selected location. So location UI manager. Nope, it is not correct. It is the client list button. You could spell client, that would be great. Client list button. Awesome. It is here that has the update package count label. This is the one that has to have the thing. So we need to do the exact same thing we did for location list button. When we say update infos, we have an update package count. We have the text, which just tells you the number, and we are setting its color. Based on how many market packages and how many packages it can fit. Client UI manager has an overcapacity color. Client list button, overcapacity color. Okay. Over. We flying. Oh man. All right. Int count equals. Oh, and we're saying if it's null. I can just do the exact same thing. I can just cut that out, put that there, and then say count. And then here, I'll just say count. Data, if it's greater than or equal to the data cargo package limit, and we do that. Yep, that's actually the exact same thing. So then we need to copy all this out again. We're going to rip that out. We're going to say count int count equals that. And then we will do the same thing here. We will say count is greater than or equal to data, what's it called, and we'll do the overpackage. And that is for the text. Yes, that is for the text. We just need to apply the color, and then we should be done with that. That'll apply to, what's it called? Although we're doing cargo package limit on this one, and it definitely needs to be market package limit, which we don't, market package limit, which it doesn't look like we have a limit to that. So let's go to client manager. We have no package limit. Does selling stuff count as a thing to ship? Good question. Max pending packages, max market packages. Okay. And then we will go ahead and say max market packages is 0 plus client dot, what the hell? Client dot current level. So that way they can ship 3 and they can sell or buy 1. I don't actually remember if that's even being used for anything. Market package limit. Awesome. So that means we need to go to client again. I need to add that other getter thing where we have cargo package limit. I need another one that says market package limit. Market package limit. Base stats dot max market package. Boom. Okay. So now we have an ability to control how many market packages they're allowed to have, how many they're allowed to have. The client list button will update accordingly and will be red. We don't need any of these things anymore. We do need I need to update the text or update the color in Unity before we go and do this stuff. And B, I had a thought and then I got distracted by something. And I don't remember what. I don't remember what I got distracted by, and I don't remember what I was doing originally. It's just fleeting memory. Poof, gone. No idea whatsoever. Oh, I needed to look at locations because I don't understand where the where the market package limit is going to be used. So I should be drop off at location, right? So there should be a you know what we need? We got to go back to client manager because this is where the actual scheduling of the drop offs. What the hell is this? Oh no, that's right. I undid this and I don't remember why I undid. Why did I do this? Uh-oh. I have code in here that I've commented out that are big blocks and I don't remember what I did that for. I gotta go back. I gotta remember what this is. I don't know. Anyway. Process scheduled drop-offs. Add packages available for pickup. That was the one. Awesome. So we are generating packages. Then we are saying add packages available for pickup. Client has a max sell packages. Ah. And max buy package. Oh. I even wrote a thing to do. Move to stats system. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to combine those numbers. And then we're going to say market package limit. So we aren't going to separate them for now, but we are going to yeah. Wonder why I have commented those out, but we're definitely not using them, so I don't give a shit. Okay. I think that's fine. Sure. That looks good. So they can have two. They can either sell two, buy two, or one of each. In addition to their limit on what they can actually ship and send and all that other crap. So we'll go ahead and do that. Extensions, delete the database. And what were we originally doing? We were testing to see if the icon did its thing. And our max market packages is there. We could also apply the same red thing. I mean, let me go look at market packages. It tells me that there's more than one or not. You have 5 of poo clients. Oh, because I never did the list button. I never did the updating of the color. Client list button. Color needs to be that color, which is the 168-100. Wait. Locations. Here. Here. Hey. Then when you go in, pending packages says 3 of 3. That's cool that it says 3 right there. This icon would also go, and I am pretty... When you click trades, it doesn't tell you a number, so I don't give a shit. Since it doesn't say a number, I will figure out if I want to add a number there or not. For now, I don't care. Probably not. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. Work is blowing me up. So there might be a fire at work. And if there is a fire at work, that sucks. Because that means I have to take care of it. Ugh. But I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I can see the little red chat bubbles on my Slack that you cannot see. So, right? It doesn't show up, does it? Oh, it doesn't show up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh. I don't want to look. Ignore. He called me twice already, like right away. He didn't even text me. He just called me twice, and then my phone blew up, or well, my message channel thingy blew up. So there's a good possibility that that's a thing, and I don't want to deal with it right now. But anyway, I think it's looking okay. I still think that the UI is very plain, very basic, and it doesn't have any like character or soul to it, and that bothers me greatly. But I am not a designer. I went for a UI system that was functional for the most part and like got things across. But one of the things that I've noticed throughout this development journey of mine is I spend a lot of time getting UI to work and then fixing things, making it sure that it's aligned, making sure that it scales and doing all that stuff just to revamp it. And that bothers me a lot. And then there's a lot of things where it's like right now, I've pissed away 40 minutes or so being like, oh, I want these icons to change colors when it does this and this. Well, what if I didn't even have those icons in the first place? Like, let's say I redesign the UI, then I lose out on, that 40 minutes or whatever it was. So the next game that we make, for sure, I want to spend more time. Like after we implement some sort of a prototype and see if we're going to pursue it, like once it becomes official, we are going to pursue this idea. I want to spend time building mock-ups of UI in something first. Affinity, Photoshop, something. And then going with it instead of just building shit while I'm playing and then being like, I don't like it, I need more room, we need to change things. Like, we could still do that stuff. There's still wiggle room for those things throughout development, but just having some clearer picture of what I want to build ahead of time would be so helpful. Because this is okay. Like, this is okay. This little like square menu that pops up right here is okay to me. But like this is okay. It's not the worst. But I feel like it doesn't have any soul or, like this looks a little better. How it has like this paper background and has fonts and things are off to the side. It has characteristics to it. I mean, aside from this ugly ass banner that I can't get to scale correctly and this text shouldn't be here. I need to remove the press here to open the logbook stuff. That'll actually make it fit. But yeah. Anyway, this actually looks pretty good. So now contraband has like, it's red highlighted in the back. Hazardous is yellow highlighted in the back, so it's easier to see like right out the gates when you're looking at all of the packages on a planet or something. You know? You're not going to know which one of these packages triggers any quests whatsoever once you get it. You're not going to know which ones trigger quests when they become an item on your ship or need to be dropped off at the hub station. So there's certain things that you get, you pick up the package, you steal the package or acquire it in some other means, and it triggers an entire quest line and things to do, stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to go through, and you have to make the decision on like, what happens if I steal these things? You know? I got to get back into working on quests. I needed the bugs and stuff to be fixed first, which I think we're at a point right now where I could just play test it and get bugs to be fixed. But yeah. What is the next step? Because I fixed those things. Those unnecessary things. They are taken care of. Client box icon package count red if maxed out. Check. Also, there was a to-do somewhere. Let's see. So here's my to-do. I don't know if I've shown off this system before. This is a pretty cool system. How I can do all of these to-dos and stuff. And you'll see like what I can't show you here, but when I go into it, it tells me the line number and everything. Because like basically when I'm inside of Visual Studio, wherever my cursor is, like wherever is highlighted, the line, I can do a key combination. And then it lets me select what board, what list. And then just that becomes whatever I wrote, which is the to-do. And then tells me the line number that it was at, so I can go straight into it and say like, hey, add support for other things is in the selection box handler at line 117. Then I can go straight in and fix those things. But one of the things that we fixed was these needed to be added to base stats or something. I haven't gone through this in a long time. Also, there's so many here. I may not have even put one on there. Update client stats based on level. Oh yeah, that was the to-do when we were over here, when we were in client manager. Yeah, to-do, update stats based on level. That's this right here. Update client stats based on level. Boom. Just right there. Update client stats based on level. That's the text that is right there. Boom. Love it. Use pooling. Will eventually math the sun color. I don't even know what the hell that means. Eventually switch to pooling. Think about test scan range. That's funny. Why is this here? That's funny. Yep, I don't actually see it, so I might have made it to do and then didn't actually add it to this thing. I love how I wrote some of these comments. What does this even do? Like, where is that? That's in Galaxy Spawner line 98. Galaxy Spawner line 98. Oh, we'll say the problem is I've added a bunch of stuff. Oh, so it's now on line 123, and it represents cluster, galaxy, new cluster. Like, what does this even do? That's awesome. I don't know, my guy. I don't know. I have a lot of these to-dos in here. Remove the local instance nonsense. Oh my god. Why am I doing this? I fucking hate this as well. Why? I fucking hate how I'm doing this. I actually fixed both of those things, so I'm going to go ahead and just tackle both of them. I actually did. I fixed both of those things. The only problem with me doing the vertical thing like this in Trello and on the recording is I can't show you the bottom of the list. I need to show you the bottom of the list. Oh, what is next? God, I'm getting antsy. Getting antsy. Where are we at? We are at... Did not update. These are old. Need ability to email log. Yeah, I know. From Windows and from Steam Deck and from Mac. From all the platforms that are non-mobile. I don't know why I can't open like a default email program in Windows, Mac, or Linux and auto-populate some sort of a field. Like in mobile, it's awesome because you just click the email export log, like email log, and it just opens up the email on your phone and then has it all populated with the email ready to go, but doesn't do that on Windows. So I'm not sure how to get log reports from people. There is no health bar pop-up when attacking the moth ship that came out of a portal after it killed a ship and was heading back. No moth health bar ship thing. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so one of the ones that's like one of the most important things is actually this one right here. I really need an ability of doing that. And then this goes hand in hand with the controller support. Those two actually go together. So that's fine. We'll put those two together. This is still something that needs to be tested. Although, fingers crossed that thing is fixed. Because I've played for a long time, had no issues. My wife played for an hour or something yesterday and had no issues with it. So, I don't know how long I'm supposed to leave this, but UI did not update for a utility ship dropping off asteroid chunks. Really? I could work on that right now. Edit labels in progress. Let's go. Okay, to Unity. What do we need to do for this one? Let's do disabling of enemies so I don't get robbed while trying to mine an asteroid. Disallow spawning. Okay. And then play. And then play. That is what we need. And then play. Ship shop. Hire my little miner guy. Come here, little utility ship. We want you to upgrade that ship, or that asteroid. 600 units away. That's not the worst. Oh. Ah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's failing from CP. 2 lines trying to do its thing. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. Remove Oglidius 4. I don't think it's Oglidius. I think it's Oglidus. Oglidus. Hire a delivery ship. Well, I hired a utility ship and it didn't fucking go away. It says right there, hire a delivery ship. I hired a utility ship. What are you doing? Oh, I am not a smart man. This is a utility ship, not a delivery ship. Mine nearby asteroid. I don't like the fact that the N in nearby did not go. Also, this says hire explorer ship. This should say hire delivery ship and drop the A stuff. Check out this weird mouse. Vertical. To try and help my hand since I can't use a mouse and I don't know how I'm going to play Battlefield when it comes out. Did you build it yet? Hey, look at that. The extractor has completed. Ooh, my offset is so nice, dude. I like the offset. Okay. We need you to actually be mining. So go mine. Look at him little go, dude. He's little going and his little thing is going and stuff. I love it. He's so cute. He's doing his thing. Hey, go follow him. Ah, you can't see him. He's going. He's making his way. So, we can see the asteroid chunk in here. Right? So we know that we are able to see it. The issue comes from the fact that when it drops off at the hub station, it is not getting removed from that list when it gets dropped off. Hazardous bay suggested. Not required. That's what we changed. We changed it so you can pick up contraband and pick up hazardous packages regardless if you have the correct bay, and now it is a total system. So what it'll do is when you add attachments to your ship to carry hazardous or smuggle or contraband packages, it no longer is just like a number like 3 and then you can carry up to level 3. Like that is the total you can carry. So you can carry 3 packages at level 1, or you can carry 1 package at level 3, but you can also carry 1 package at level 5, and that puts you 2 hazard rating over the limit. And that 2 hazard rating over the limit has an X percentage chance of blowing up every day, or you getting arrested when you dock somewhere. It would be nice if you could see the icon, like you can see that you are over the limit. So I might do like a little contraband icon right here and a hazard icon right here, just like the packages, to let you know what the what you're carrying. Or this is what my wife and I were thinking about yesterday, is if there was just like little icons right above your ship as you moved through the world that told you you were over the limit by a certain amount. So that way when you were like this, you could see like icon, and you could see who was over the limit. Also, we need to see if this is true or not, and see if this package actually goes away when he docks. Which he should dock any second now. Why? Why did you not go away? What? Hub station. We also want ship. Dock with. Check for impound. If it's not a hub station or a black market, you can be impounded. Oh, you also have, the location has to have a base on it. So docking on an asteroid or docking on a moon that doesn't have a base, you can't be impounded. There's nobody who lives there to impound you. Like, okay. If it is a hub station, unload all items, unload all cargo. Unload all cargo. We are saying organize packages. Remove from cargo package list. Rejected list. Oh, remove the packages that were rejected from our list, and then remove everything that's still in that list. Okay. Remove everything that is still in that list. Why? It's not being added to this thing. Are asteroid chunks not in a package list? That can't be possible. Because we're doing right here. Package manager, delete packages from the database, resource list. Package array to list, remove range, rejected packages. Package manager, update packages, and then return back to the caller with whatever packages were rejected. But what doesn't make sense to me is how is it possible that the rejected packages resource you were when we do, is it an item? You know what it could be? It could be an item. An asteroid chunk is an item, so it's going to dock first and say unload all items. That can't be the case because your command was return, not delivery. And so it's saying if hub is not null, hub is deliverable, and you have delivery as a command. Which also, by the way, that this whole thing needs to be refactored. This thing is ugly as shit. It's been band-aided and duct taped and super glued, and I need to redo some stuff. But I would assume that the only difference would be unload all items and unload cargo. Unload all cargo. Oh, we're cleaning the listeners. So when we remove from cargo, nah, that can't be it. Package list, add range, package array. Organize packages in the package list. Okay? That is what we want. Resource list. 3 people call this. From where? Hub station does it on shuttle delivery. That makes sense. Organize package is the method. We do it on unload all items. And we do it on unload all cargo. Resource. The only thing that is confusing me right now is I wonder if it's because we are deleting packages from the database, which then gets deleted from the packages table, so there's no record of it. And since there's no record of it, does it even have an ability of being removed is the question. Because if we do remove from cargo, we're going through and checking all of that stuff. I'm going to have to follow it, aren't I? If kv.value contains this, if kv.value does not contain that package, we're not even going to have a value. We're going to be back over here at ship, remove from cargo. Organize packages, resource list. We are adding it to a resource list and just going through. And we are coming down here. We don't need this at all. We're coming through here. Which is funny, I just realized that like you can get XP for dropping off asteroid chunks from any ship. Like just a byproduct of how this is written. Like any ship can pick up an asteroid chunk. It's just getting the asteroid chunk off of the asteroid is the utility ship's job. But if it gets blown up for some reason and then little asteroid chunks go around, like there's nothing stopping any other ship from just picking them up and going and dropping them off. And then they'll get XP as soon as they drop them off. It's going to do organized packages and go through all of this thing. That's cool. I didn't even know that that would be a thing till right now. I've never tried. That's one thing I've tried to hold true in this game, is anybody being able to do anything for the most part. Because if you have an idea on what is the most efficient way to get the job done, like, I wanted you to be able to do it. That's why all the ships can deliver, all the ships can pick up stuff. Everybody can get a weapon attachment and go fight shit like that. Hell, you can even fight with the utility ship if you want. He just takes his little arms out and he starts stabbing the enemy. Starts like disassembling them, basically. But yeah, man, I'm super confused on what I did here. I don't understand how the package would be removed without going through the little delegate that says, it's been 3 hours since what? Been 3 hours. Been 3 hours. Oh, I'm antsy and I need to move. Like, I want to. Definitely way more annoying when I don't take medication either. At least to myself. For sure to myself. Probably to others, but definitely to myself. Remove from cargo. If packages is not known, package length. Blah, blah, blah. Location list. Okay. This is the locations have been removed thing. Okay, cool. As long as it's kept to a minimum, I'm okay. That's all I'm targeting. There's like a little, threshold of annoyance. I'm trying to stay right in the middle. The sweet spot, the fucking click. You know what I mean? KV.value. Delivery ship is null. On packages removed. Well, the only thing I can think of is, yeah, we're just going to have to do the old debugger. See what the hell is actually happening. The Goldilocks zone. Yep. Just right. Resource list. It has to be the delete package thing. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I'm not adding it anywhere. It's not like I'm adding it to rejected packages. Package array. Package array to list. Removed range. Rejected packages. It's gotta be this. Alright, we'll just speed up the game. Make him do a bunch of deliveries, a little utility ship, slave labor. Let's do it. Starting timescale. Let's do 3. Go, little minion. Need you to do your thing. Also doesn't help that this is like my 4th coffee. Hey, utility ship, get over here. Where are you going? I know I told you to work, but you don't have to work that fast. God. You don't need to unionize or anything. Look at him, little stutterbug, dude. Emojicon. Looks good. So many disclaimers when you open the stream. Is it because it's tagged as 18 plus, I'm assuming? Because I say the F word a lot? Fudge. You have been warned. All the slurs? What the fuck? I don't have slurs. It says it has strong language and stuff. Yeah, I do swear. And I feel like if a 10-year-old were to open up the stream, probably wouldn't be the best thing in the world. Apparently, that's because of all the slurs and shit that I say. Which I don't say. Oh, shit. Am I pausing when I'm supposed to be pausing? Let's see. Organize packages. We need to organize packages. How far away are you from your goal? I can't close the menu. Okay. Where are we? It is calling organize packages. It is not calling unload all items. That is, at least I understand kind of what is happening right now. Right? Unload all cargo. That is what we are looking for. So, next. We are definitely going into delete packages from the database. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I meant to play next. Educational slurs. Delete packages from the database. We want to return rejected packages. Is this correct? Like, my thinking, my understanding of how this code works. Perfect. Look, there was no rejected packages. So that means when we're in ship, which should have been called from dock with, we'll go there. We'll have unload all cargo. Unload all cargo. We want to see rejected list. If rejected list.count equals 0, we are clearing cargo. Oh, that is part of the issue. Got it. Now I understand what's happening. We are only calling remove from cargo if we actually remove packages, but we're not. Cargo.clear doesn't throw any delegates. It's not calling any listeners or anything that anything changed when you call cargo.clear. Which, should it? I mean, it's an observable, and if you clear an observable, then clearly it changed, right? A trucker tank 100 liters of 95 into a semi accidentally. Ah, nice. Well, that's gonna fuck some stuff up. That's for sure. That is one mistake, thankfully, I've never done. I'm scared my daughter is gonna do it. She's not going to have any idea. I should probably teach her about that, actually, in hindsight now. She got her first parking ticket. She's had a license for like 2 months. She got a parking ticket yesterday. And I was like, don't worry. Daddy's gotten hundreds of tickets in his life. I'll teach you how to go to the court and either pay it or fight it. I was a wannabe speed racer when I was in high school and stuff, so I've gotten a lot of speeding tickets and had to go to court to try and fight him in hopes that the cop doesn't show up, which happened quite a bit, actually. It happens more often than you would think it would happen. Okay. So, cargo.clear. On data changed. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm from the US. Yep. So, on data changed, huh? The issue I have with the on data changed thing is, while that makes sense, exactly like I thought, hey, the underlying data structure has changed for this observable, you need to do something. It's the add or removing of packages that I'm not sure how to handle. So what if, when we did organize packages, if instead of just deleting it from the database, we actually called... Do we have access to the ship? Oh, I do not have access to the ship that called organize packages. Well, that is annoying. What if I added... Oh, that doesn't work either. Man, I gotta figure out how to get this part. Remove from cargo needs to remove all packages that are what's it called? All packages that are resources. So, okay, if nothing was rejected, so that's the first thing we're gonna do. Put it inside of brackets so I can actually do other lines of code. If rejected list equals 0, we're clearing. What's annoying about this is, like, Wait, hold on. Remove from cargo? Yeah, that's not going to do anything either because I'm straight up just deleting the packages, and remove from cargo is just that. It's just removing from cargo and letting listeners know. It's not actually deleting anything from the database because that's supposed to be handled in a different place. Blah, blah, blah. So, before God, conceptualize, Ryan. Come on, what are you doing? What if so I just delete the packages from the database and then that's it. And then I don't have to remove it from the cargo. Removing from cargo is basically like if I were to take a package and then drop it off at the hub station, so the physical data moves from the cargo to the hub station, nothing gets deleted. It just gets removed from the cargo. But in this case, what I'm doing right now is I have an asteroid chunk that when I drop it off at the hub station is getting processed into like different resources. And in the organized package section, I'm going through and giving you your, like, here are your resources based off of the refinery level and some other stuff. But then I'm immediately deleting the package from the database because it is gone. There's no like transfer of ownership for the package. It's just gone. And when I come back out and hand control back over to the ship, it doesn't notify anybody that the asteroid chunk was removed from its cargo. So any of the UI stuff that's supposed to be updating when a package gets removed doesn't get removed. Like it stays in the list, which causes issues. And that is because if no packages got rejected, then I am making some naive assumption that everything got transferred accordingly, which shouldn't happen, actually. I just realized that is another issue. Remove from cargo. Yeah, remove from cargo. This also doesn't make any sense too, because I just realized that there's probably another issue. What happens if I do... Like, this leads me to believe that if I were to go pick up something and then drop it off while staring at it, like, if the package doesn't get rejected, then we just call cargo.clear and it does the same issue, actually. Hold on. Let me verify that, because if that's the case, then this needs to be rewritten anyway, regardless of this specific case. It might be just like a flaw in what I'm doing in the first place. Keep going, little utility ship. You got this. All right. Cargo ship. Let's go pick up something from this place. Sure, go dock there. And then when you get there, we'll pick something up. We'll pick up a punching bag. Does the package have an owner, or owners have the package? That is a good question. Basically, owners have a package. So in this case right now, when I load this, it's now on my ship. And it is flagged as delivery ship ID. It's basically the package is storing who owns it. The ship knows, based off of the list, what package IDs are on it. So I can see right there that I have punching bag. And what I want to do is I want to go return home, which is going to call this thing. This is what I'm interested in right here, because this package will not be rejected. And since this package is not going to be rejected, rejected list will be 0, which will do cargo count, which I don't think that's going to go away then. Right? Rejected list is equal to 0. So cargo.count will go, or cargo.clear, sorry, and remove from cargo will not go. I knew it. Fundamental flaw in how I wrote the thing. So, No. It does. It's just, it's a fundamental flaw in what I'm doing. Basically, when I'm transferring a package into something, like this case right here, I was trying to transfer a package into the hub station. See how the UI didn't clear? The reason why the UI didn't clear is because I'm only calling remove from cargo if no packages, or if packages get rejected. I'm not calling remove from cargo here, which makes, I should be calling remove from cargo everything instead of cargo.clear. So I want to know what happens if I just do this twice. Don't do cargo.clear. Also, if I attempt to remove from cargo on a package that isn't in the database, what happens? Because I guarantee you that's also going to be an issue that is going to have to be solved. Ship UI manager. This is what's going to have the thing that says on unit added. There's going to be a, where is it? Package added. Yeah, on cargo package removed. If data.id, technically the package still exists. It doesn't exist in the database, but the actual object itself hasn't been destroyed. Don't know. We're about to find an error. I guarantee you there's about to be an error, but this will at least fix half of my bug. So you'll go and drop something off at the hub station and it'll actually get taken out. So let's go back to that planet. Go pick up another package. Which one do I want to take? Space pictures? Ooh, fried ice cubes? Nice. Ooh, a bag of rocks. All right, let's take camping gear and go drop it off at the hub station. I'm pretty sure, am I still let me pause this really quick. I want to make sure that I'm still paused. Okay, I'm still pausing in code when it happens. It should just disappear. Rejected list will be 0. Which is to be rejected list has 0. Yeah, so remove from cargo. We're going to remove everything from here to array. That's fine. It should just disappear, right? Okay, so it disappeared. You just received your first will call package. Nice. So that works. The next question is, what happens when this guy drops off his asteroid chunk? Also, game is taking too long, so let's go to 3 times speed. Hell yeah, dude. 4 to 5 years ago, made a game, POC during same thing as Spore's last stage, but a fully procedural galaxy with trading and factions. Yeah, that is awesome. Come on, asteroid chunk, get removed. And don't give me a null pointer because it's removed from the database. Rejected list is going to be 0. We're going to do remove from cargo, package list. It removed from cargo and there's no null pointer. Let's go. Issue has been fixed. Hell yeah. Awesome. That is great. UI is updating correctly now with asteroids being removed and what's it called. Although it does make me a little uncomfortable the fact that I'm still dealing with packages after I've deleted it from the database is a little worrisome, because if there's any other listeners that I'm not paying attention to, I feel like it might cause problems later, but we'll just cross that bridge when I get there. It's Whoop's been here long enough to know that that's pretty much how I deal with most of my things, is just wing it, hope for the best. Had problems with events and AI happening on the whole map because while the player one in those chunks, things either froze or AI killed performance. Yeah. While the player wasn't in those chunks. Yeah. That is definitely a thing. I think this game might be a little bit more simple in terms of how I'm doing AI. I'm not actually doing like enemy factions or other ships and stuff. So it's not like UPS versus FedEx, right? This is basically you took over the Galactic Parcel Service company and nobody has shipping services. So you're just going around trying to manage client happiness, ship their packages, and then discover other random secrets and silly shit that happens throughout gameplay. You know, tentacles coming out of wormholes and a space narwhal, and then you're just trying to fight off space pirates from stealing your stuff. I've thought about having other systems where you have to go in and try and like out-compete FedEx basically, but it just seems a little out of scope with this things. Yeah, pirates try and rob you. Some pirates will just come out and use a tractor beam and steal cargo right out of your ship. Other ones will come out and try and gobble up all the packages that are around. Some, because packages just like float around. And they'll try and kill you. They'll take up enemy bases like dead planets and stuff that you can then kill off and try and terraform and turn it into a, like, populate it with clients again. There's trading bazaars, there's black markets. I really want to add a space arcade that you can go and play like mini games and do shit like that, because I just like making mini games in general. Ow. Oh, just like random mobile games and stuff, so I want an outlet to be able to create other tiny little games in here. Anyway, let's go to the old Trello board. UI did not update after utility ship. What's it called? We're going to call that in progress and let it move on. Number 2, we need to go back to ship. There is a... it's not here. It is somewhere else. Ooh, there it is, yeah. So basically, no matter what, it doesn't matter if it's rejected packages or not. We're going to leave the code anyway until I come back to it after the game has been playing for a while, and then I'll stumble upon this comment, and then I'll delete it. There's no point in deleting it right this minute, because if I'm wrong and I have to put this back, I don't want to rewrite it. So this is kind of how I do most of my stuff. Comment out the code, essentially it's deprecated, and then in a little bit, I just remove it later. Sweet. What's next? Let's see. Yeah, if you want to play test the game, it is actually available on Steam right now for play testing. I figured everybody does that. But I was talking to one of my coworkers and I commented out and he was like, should I remove this? Like, no. He's like, yeah, but he works for a different company also, so he kind of does 2 different jobs. And he was like, they get really mad at us if we comment out stuff and then just leave it. I was like, look, dude, the amount of times that I've had to go back because the client changed their mind, or I realized that it's not going to work the way that I want it to work, is way too damn high for me to be just on a whim changing code, deleting it, and then feeling comfortable. Like, there's no way I'm leaving comments in here until I absolutely know for a fact that it doesn't need to be there anymore. All right, what's the other thing that I want to do? Stuck in the animation after attacking. Let's work on that, actually. I could probably work on that right now, too. Because that one's actually not that hard to test. So we'll go ahead and switch this over to in progress. Go back to Unity. 15 years of business as software dev. Never seen people just deleting code instead of commenting it out. And later, like / to do delete. And then 1 or 2 years later, delete. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. So you've been programming for a long time, I take it? That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. I want to delete the database because I want to hopefully get a new spawn where the asteroid is closer to the hub station, so I don't have to speed up the game. So we're going to try and have the utility ship fight the thief. Fuck, I forgot to... Damn it. I forgot to turn off the disable enemy spawning. Disallow spawn. No. Mostly business software, switching Excel-based workflow to program-based. Oh, man. Corporate. Yeah, I do not the same thing, but my actual job is writing administration software for a different company. Web-based administration software plus like customer-facing portal stuff. I have to do all the database management and yeah. Basically full stack, but I absolutely hate UI and I suck at UI. I'm not that good at programming in general, in my opinion, but was a Microsoft subcontractor for 2 years. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. In the biz. Yeah, I've been doing my job for about 5 years now, and then game development in general for about 10. Craziest clients ever. Microsoft. I hate Microsoft so much. I hate dealing with them so much. Like, I would say at least 50 to 60% of the frustration throughout my day is because I'm dealing with some Microsoft system or software that just infuriates me beyond belief. From UI to responsiveness to just, I don't know. They piss me off. They make me so mad. Anyway, come on, little utility ship. Go find an asteroid somewhere. How far away are you? 500. Fine. All right, go build an asteroid extractor. And I got to speed the game up because I ain't waiting for this long. 4 times speed. Let's go. I don't wish SharePort development even on my worst enemies. Oh, hilarious. I've never done any of that kind of stuff. Ooh, asteroid chunk. Hey, ship. You know what you should do? You should just go pick up this asteroid chunk instead. There we go. Now we'll get robbed. Hey, you're actually going to go try and fight him. No! Oh my god, the game is going too fast. It's too fast. It is too fast. This is why I was hoping I would get closer so I don't have to run it on... Where is it? Oh, game manager, starting scale 1. No! And you stole my... Now I can't even fight you. Man. It happened too quick. There he goes. Alright. Go back to your asteroid then. Oh, cool. Missing reference exception. Alright, so this has been happening. Oh, okay, this is actually good that this just happened because this is happening on the Steam Deck. And I don't quite understand how that's happening. Object bindings? What does that even mean? Well, let's take a look. Because it's always referencing something with a button. Screen UI. I clicked on one of those little cell things. So let's go to main window, pages, ship navigation, tab object views. There should be a list here somewhere. Scroll list, grid of elements. I clicked on the first one. Extensions toggle. I don't know what this means. The object of type Unity Engine Transform has been destroyed, but you are still trying to access it. Okay, well, what about, since I'm conveniently running, did they fix Unity monetization since then? Did not follow. Switch to Godot. I think so. It seems like they were going to do that whole like cost per install thing, and then they reverted that after all the backlash. And right now it's still like you are required to have a Unity Pro license after you make $100,000 in revenue. So I don't make $100,000 in revenue, so it's still free for the time being. That was the EA guy too. I don't know if he's still the CEO of Unity, but that was the guy that was like just a piece of shit from EA who was like, yeah, we want to sell microtransactions for bullets. Location list button. Oh, where do we even start for this? Reset object or base.init? Let's do base.init. Back to game because it should crash as soon as I press this button, right? Can't even get there. Unity Engine Transform. Let's see if we can follow the Ship UI Manager. Game Player 184. All right, let's do that. Game Player 184. Peaked unit.property. Get component iSelectable. Peaked unit.property. Really? The object has been destroyed? That's not what it says. Yeah, it does. The object of type Unity Engine.Transform has been destroyed, but you are still trying to access it. So do I need to do something like, because apparently doing a null check before doing a get component didn't work. And that's what I don't quite understand about Unity's things. Those are typical crisis CEOs trying to milk out dying companies as much as they can. Yeah, and sometimes they get a healthy company too, causing a mess. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if he's still the CEO. Let's see. Unity CEO. Ah, he was appointed in May of 2024. Yeah, so the other dude is gone. He was previously the COO for Zynga. Oh, God. Took over Unity after a tumultuous period involving controversial runtime fee policy. So the other dude just got ousted because it was a shit idea. Who pay per install? Are you kidding me? A stupid ass idea. His first major product as CEO was releasing Unity 6 instead of sticking with the Unity 2024, 2025, 2026, all that other stuff. Seems crazy. I'm like, Zynga? Aren't they known for being like kind of a piece of shit also? Held senior leadership position at EA? Oh, God. Godot it is? I was going to try out Godot anyway after I finished this game, just because. Like, Zynga, the shitty Chinese mobile game company? Yeah, that's great. I feel like my data and my livelihood is in safe hands with this guy. I can tell you. Trustworthy individual. Jeez. Alright. Back to using Unity. Because I don't have a choice. I've been using this damn engine for a fucking decade now. Godot is weird after Unity because it has a different code object structure. Yeah, it would be nice to go through it and learn it. I watched I don't know if you've heard of Fireship on YouTube. He does like 100 seconds of random things and then code reports and some other shit. But I recently watched 100 seconds of Godot and it looked pretty cool. It looked like a hybrid between something like JMonkey from Java and Unity, where it's like, it looks lower level, but it is actually high level. I don't know, it just looked cool. It looked gritty. One of my favorite channel. Yeah, dude, he's great. His sense of humor, his knowledge and everything, he's awesome. What am I supposed to do to fix this fucking issue? Don't know. The problem is I can't recreate it. Because doing a null check doesn't work. So, oh, man. We can do it the Unity way. Which is basically doing that, but still that's not going to help me if the object was destroyed, because there's not really a way to be like, hey, can I say is destroyed? 4th time in 10 days, NPM pack. Fuck, seriously? I watched his first video on NPM being hacked and like that whole crypto thing where they only got like $500, but I haven't watched any of my YouTube subscription channels or anything in the last couple days. I've basically just been doing this. Man, I should make sure that I don't use any of those packages or anything for work. Thankfully, I haven't had to install anything new or anything, but Prime did a video at the 3rd. Oh, seriously? I'll look. What a crazy, like, to be able to do a phishing attack on that guy, and then he was in charge of so many things, is nuts. Like, this is why I talk to my kids about things, right? And I'm like, hey, don't trust links that you get. Oh, I'm smart enough. Like, I understand what a malicious link looks like and stuff like that. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you don't code. You don't do anything that has to do with this stuff. Don't be so foolish. Yeah, staying away from all that shit and just working with WebAssembly. Yeah, that's probably the smartest bet. I'm not. I'm like balls deep into React and Node and all that stuff. Shit, I should check my build server too, because I just got done writing a build server and it's just a Node.js Express server that runs bash scripts to control Unity. I gotta make sure that nothing in there, and that was recent. That was in the last like week or two that I did that, so I should check and make sure. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, click buttons and see if I can get it to break. Of course it's not gonna break. Why would it break? How in the world do I get it to break? This is the issue. Dude, I don't know, man. I wish there was a way that I could get it to just pause on the exception. All exceptions. Let's do that. Let's just pause on all exceptions. And if it happens again, it happens again. They even infiltrated CrowdStrike packages recently, in the last 4 days or whatever you said? The last 10 days? Damn. And this is all, is this all from the same phishing attack? That's nuts, dude. It's so crazy to think about how fragile the web actually is. Like, so much of society and so much of our world and our hobbies and our jobs and stuff rely on the web, and it can just seemingly be taken down like in an instant. I think 2 of the 4 came from the same attacker. Crazy. I don't know how to recreate this issue, so we're going to ignore it. Because that's how programming problems go away. I don't even remember what I was... Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was testing the first time. That is this little guy. Needs to go over here. And I want you to build an asteroid extractor. Sweet. Then I need you to attempt to get robbed. Attempt to get robbed? No. I need you to fight off your attacker while being robbed. And then when the guy leaves, I need to see if you stop attacking. Because basically, outside of attack distance, you should stop. Let me make sure that that's a thing first, though. Ship controller. Oh, God. Ship controller. Should attack. Blah, blah, blah. If should attack. If you are a utility ship. That's funny. It's the same as the building things. It just does the same building stuff. And there's no way for me to set if you were attacking, right? Yeah, that is the issue. If destination, this is what I need to know about. Oh, I'm setting it right here. If ship type equals utility and distance from destination is greater than the smallest attack distance, because you can have multiple attachments on your ship, so there are times where it's like, I need to figure out, like, if you're within attack distance, well, what does that mean? That means you're within the largest attack distance you have. Right? Maybe that's what I have messed up. Maybe I'm using smallest attack distance for him instead of largest, but we'll see. Oh. I haven't even fully tested if attacking with a utility ship even works, because most of my stuff you attack with like laser beams and missiles and shit like that. Well, not yet, but you attack with laser beams and stuff. This is the only one where you have to go up and just like touch them. You gotta, I just want to touch you. You know? And then my son suggested, because it's a utility ship and he takes apart asteroids, like when he destroys things, like he's fighting somebody, you should be getting resources like as you do damage, like you're disassembling the ship that you're attacking. I thought that was kind of clever. And then he also suggested that the utility ship should be able to repair ships in flight. So that way it's like Battlefield, where somebody's in the tank and you have the little repair guy with the blowtorch on the back of the ship, like repairing it. So that way one guy can be fighting like a boss, and then your utility ship's like all trying to fix the stuff. That's what I said. I was like, man, that actually sounds pretty good. Like, you should actually work on that. Just mine. Get your stuff going. All right, buddy. I need you to get robbed. Ew. Got it. There's an enemy. He's going to show up. I have it on super quick spawning. There we go. Spotted an enemy thief. Go attack him. He's going to steal my package. Hey, he stopped. He does stop attacking. And then he goes right back to mining the asteroid because that was his last job. Hell yeah. That was sick. I don't know what you mean by scavenging, but there are ship wreckages and stuff. If that's what you mean by scavenging, there are ship wreckages that you can find. They're just a little thing that floats around. You investigate it, turns into some, like you get something from it, a resource, or, you know. Oh my god, I'm gonna get robbed again. Go attack him. Actually, go deliver the asteroid chunk. Do you defend yourself if you get attacked? I don't think you do. I don't think you try and fight back. I think you just take it like a good little utility shit. Yeah, you just get attacked. And then chase him down. Oh man, it actually works. That's so cool. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, but yeah. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and say that that bug is actually fixed. I don't understand. Maybe it got fixed in a different thing. Stuck in animation after attacking. That's what my wife wrote down. So, sure, we'll just go ahead and say that that's completed. All right. What's the next thing I want to work on then? So this seems like it's all done then. Close that, close that, close that, close that, and close that. And we have pause on all exceptions triggered. So hopefully if that exception comes back, I can actually follow it in Visual Studio Code and figure out what's happened. Like you find an asteroid-sized broken space station and take it apart for resources. That is one idea. That's kind of cool. Right now, there are defunct hub stations out in the world, and you can repair them. Or if you find a hub station deed through one of the items, because that's another thing that you can do is you can steal items from people. Like while you're shipping them, you have the ability of just taking them if you want. And so if you happen to come across a hub station deed and you take it, if it's at the hub station, you can then use that hub station deed to unlock defunct hub stations and like take control of them. But I don't have any ability of finding broken down ones and taking it apart, but I'm going to add that in the suggestions features though. So let's see. Suggestions features. Find broken down space stations. I can't type for shit. Space stations, not hub, and can take them apart for resources or other goodies to be found. Sure, that makes sense. Other resources, yeah. Find broken down space stations, not hub, and can take them apart for resources or other goodies to be found. Deal. I'll talk to my wife about that because she's the one who does all the art, and her and I are the one, like, we're just talking back and forth all the time about things that we want to do to make this game more entertaining. So she'll probably like that idea. She likes anything that has to do with exploration and finding more shit. So, and she loves making stuff. She loves making new graphics and art things. Like she just got done making a tentacle and an animation yesterday that's supposed to, like, when you find an enemy spawn, you don't know it's an enemy spawn, but you investigate an unknown signal, and sometimes they'll be just, you'll go there and an enemy pops out of a wormhole and tries to attack you. But she made it so there's like a tentacle that comes out and goes like whack and then tries to attack your ship. You can either run away or try and fight it, and don't really know what we're going to do with that yet, but she loves making that stuff. She's got a bunch of other things planned, like bosses planned. When it comes to space games, I try to cook ideas. Somehow I always get something similar to the plot of No Man's Sky. But I feel like it's kind of inevitable when you're making any type of exploration space game, is it's like they always end up being a cross of No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous. Like there's only so much you can really do with originality in space games like this. Like deliver stuff, pick shit up, fight enemies. Like it's not It always comes down to it. And I actually don't know, when you say plot, like the overall story of No Man's Sky. I don't know any of that. I've only played a little bit of No Man's Sky, and then I stopped for various reasons. And Elite Dangerous, I played the shit out of that, but I was mostly stoned whenever I would play it, so I would just fly around and take in the visuals, but never actually do anything. So I don't even know if that game has a plot. Relics and codex and that kind of stuff. See, that was one of the things I wanted to do here too in this game, is like being able to find, like, I don't know, those kind of things, like ancient ruins or ancient tablets or shit like that, where you'd have to go and get them decoded by either like having a decoder or talking to a client on a planet, and then they open up some other stuff. And I was kind of leaning towards that. I just didn't write it down, unfortunately. So it's not like a very fully fleshed out idea. Ooh. Okay. I still don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to do that one yet. Yeah, so I do have that in the game. There are contraband packages. Every time you dock, you have a limit on like what you can hide without being detected. And when you're over the limit by a number, it's X percentage chance that your ship will get impounded. All your illegal items get taken away. You don't have access to that ship until you pay the fee to actually free the ship back out. Then you can go do stuff. And I was going to try and use it for more missions and stuff. And then there's a black market where they basically exclusively deal with high-end contraband items. And so you can mess with that somehow. Missions or quests or whatever you want to call it. Tasks. Oh yeah, I wanted to test this thing. No health bar. I've actually seen this one. No health bar. I have seen this one. So let's go get this one, try and take care of as well. How do I test that one? We need multiple enemies to spawn, not just one. And we need to be able to kill them and fight other stuff. So, enemy spawner, spawn limit. We'll do -1, so that way everybody can spawn. And yeah, we'll hire some defense ships. Yeah, so I have okay. What the fuck? What? Oh, that's right. For whatever reason, these exceptions get thrown in Unity every time if I have all exceptions on. That's why I don't have all exceptions on. And it has no bearing on the game whatsoever. Just kidding. Key not found. What? Excuse me? So it does have a bearing on the game. His command. Oh, interesting. Where is that? Key 4 would have been the thief, because ship ID 1 would have been the utility, and then there were multiple thief ships that spawned, so he would have been number 4. So he retained the command after. Well, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, let me see something. All right, retesting. And then you have this weird moving thing. 83,000. Why the hell do you have that? Go mine. Go to work, you little minion. Little space slur. See, that's why it's 18 plus. Slurs all day. Just kidding. I don't do that. So the only way that that would have happened, or I can't say the only way, but the primary way that that would have happened would have been if after the thief escaped, he still had the command to chase them. And then when I saved it, so I do this and I tell him to attack. Okay. You get robbed. He runs away. After he goes through the portal, I want to see what his game command is. Are you attacking? You are attacking. Okay. I want to see what your game command is after the thief goes through the portal. But you should just go right back. Then it says mining. Let's go find the ship really quick, which we have somewhere. Utility ship 1. Current command info. Mine. Command data long 2. That is exactly what we wanted. Because that is the location ID number. Interesting. Okay. Oh, if I stop and restart, does it blow up? Don't know. Gonna find out. No, it did not blow up. Interesting. It did look like there was a delay between when the thief went through the portal and the new command got issued for him to go back to mining. And so I'm wondering if I had just closed the game in that delay. Can 2 enemies attack at the same time? Yes, they can. I just have it, at the moment, turned off. I gotta solve that little wiggle thing, too. He's doing this little, like, wiggly motion when they get super close to each other, and I think it has to do with the local avoidance colliders. So I want to stop the game right when he goes through the portal. Cool. Let's see what command that ship has. Because that is a real scenario that could absolutely happen in the real game. I didn't want game player, I wanted game manager. This is what's actually going to load all of the stuff. We have load clients. We want load ships. Let's see what that command is. We can pause. Okay, so we are running the debugger. All right, let's see. Oh. Hey. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Interesting. That shouldn't be too hard to fix. Just what do I do in that? It's not changing the command immediately. There is a delay between it realizing that the ship is no longer in existence and it going back to what it used to be doing. And if you stop the game in that period, oh, because now if I press play, I'll get an error saying key not found because that ship doesn't exist. Key not found. Key 6 was not found. Hey, so I recreated the bug. Okay. Well, the first thing to do is if the key is not in the ship's table, then ignore it. But then what do I do about his task? Are previous commands being saved? Oh, my food is cooked. Gonna go on a munching spree. Good luck with the game. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out, and chatting. Hopefully you come back again. It was fun. It was fun to talk. I love talking code and development and shit like that. So, but yeah, have a good day and enjoy your food, man. Or girl, I don't know, actually. But yeah, sweet. Thanks. I appreciate that too. That's awesome. Let's see. So, here's what we're gonna do. Check to see if they are in the table. If they are not, check to see if we have any previous commands. If we do, assign them, pop the command and assign it. If they don't, I'm going to assign you to none. You're going to have no command if that is going to be your command. Then that's how all of this stuff works. So if your command was follow, let's say, all right, if ship.shipstable.contains key, we are going to check this thing. If it contains the key, then we want to do that. If it does not contain the key, if it does not contain the key, else if we are doing previous commands, right? I am pretty sure that that is something that happens. That would be kind of annoying if your previous commands were being lost. which it looks like they are. What? Why? Ship save data. Previous commands, right there. 4 references. Game manager. Ship. Oh, we're building the command stack right here. Okay, I get it. So, else if ship. Oh, we need to do kv.key. That represents the ship. If previous command stack dot count is greater than 0, we want to. Interesting. This is dumb. How far does this rabbit hole go? It doesn't. So. Because technically, if I'm in the list and I bring up a bunch of ships and one of them is an enemy and I say go attack, the ship stores its previous command and then goes and attacks. So let's say, hypothetically, you were already attacking somebody. You open up the ship's list and you press attack. It's going to store its previous command, which is the enemy. Start attacking the new enemy. And if by some unlucky chance, like some horribly unlucky chance, the 2 ships go through the portals at the same time, then you will have a previous command. Well, actually, no, that doesn't even matter, because what's going to happen is, I just realized that that's an issue actually on its own right, regardless of this issue. They're similar, but not the same. You are attacking one enemy. You click attack a new enemy. He goes and attacks the new enemy. Stores this as a previous command. You start attacking the enemy. This original enemy dies. And then regardless of what happens here, when we pop and go back to a previous command, we need to make sure that we are handling if it's actually existing in the ship table or not, and then going through the list that way. Also, does this mean that you can bring up a list? Let's say you had a list of 10 ships, 10 enemies. Can you go attack, 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 and then your previous commands just keep stacking? Bloop, 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 bloop. I have no idea. So that's going to be something that we have to test. So we're going to have to get on that one. I don't think I'm going to do... I think what I'm going to do is just... if your command was follow and... No, you have to go back to the original. You have to go back to the original. And then I just have to do it again. I have to do the exact same check again. So now I feel like I'm at this point where I need to go into this like do while loop thing in order to figure out like, hey, keep attempting to assign a command while it can be assigned without breaking the game. Otherwise, just stop. Get some help. You know what I mean? Just set it. If your command is follow and your target is null, the system just handles it on its own. So, not gonna do it at all. We're basically going to leave your command as follow, but we are not going to assign the target property, and then the ship controller is what's actually going to do it. So, If is enemy, and what's it called? If ship.target is not null. Okay, well, what if ship.target is null? Then should attack should be false? And then what? This is a ship. We need execute command. It is none. Return, shuttle, delivery, pickup, transport, pickup. Oh, client pickup. I was like, why do I have pickup in there twice? Oh, here we go. So your command is follow. If game command equals follow. If enemy ships contains this, or target is not equal to null, we get out. If target is equal to null, so if enemy ship contains us, then we back out of this, or if target is not null, we back out. So the only way that this is going to actually execute down here is if we are not an enemy and our target is null. If that is the case, then we are going to go and do this. Okay, so it does actually. I don't need to handle it in the ship controller. I'm handling it in the execute command. And so this is the reason why it's this delay right here, is because the target is disappearing, becoming null, and there is a gap between when execute command goes. And so if you just happen to stop at the exact wrong moment, that's what's throwing it off. I think it's solved. And this code, get the fuck out of here. Nobody likes you. Boom, next. Okay. Yeah. If it even contains the key, that's when we can go through and do all of our stuff. If it doesn't contain it, then don't do anything whatsoever. Awesome. So that new bug is fixed. And what was I working on? Oh, it was the health bars. Okay. Let's go work on the health bars. We know how to recreate that issue. So let's test it. Make sure that that is solved and fixed, and then move on. All right. And in the meantime, let's check what the stocks numbers did today. Let's check up the stuff. Fuck yeah, I totally won my trades. Let's check out what the stock market did today. Awesome. Today was a fucking interesting day. Today was nuts. Oh, let's go. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. We needed to attempt to fight enemies and see if the what's it called? Also, there's so much dust in this room. I need to clean out the filters in the fan that's behind me and clean out the filter in the air purifier, and then make sure I run the air purifier like fucking 24/7. All right, where's this ship? He has no fuel. His little... You are gonna get robbed. Look at you getting robbed. You are gonna be robbed. I gotta fix the little bug. Yeah, see, the health bars should have stayed on a lot longer than that. Okay, so we need to stop it as soon as he goes through the portal. Okay. And then we should be able to run it and the game not break. It did not break. There is no key missing or anything. Oh, yep, see, perfect. And that's because he had a follow command. We didn't set the target. So when execute command went through, it realized there was a discrepancy between command and the lack of a target, so it just popped the previous command, which was mining, and now it works perfectly fine. Cool. So with that said, we can go to the hub station. Oops. And try 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. What? That wasn't the ship that I was Excuse me, what is happening right now? I must have selected the wrong person. There's no way. Extended warranty? Protects against scratches, protects against dings, protects against dents. Shopping cart resistant, extended warranty. I fucking love it. Also, I want those things to be green. Because they're green over here. So I feel like they should be green over here and break up the... What's it called? So. Ship. Attachment. View manager. There should be a ship attachment manager, right? Ship. Attachment save data. Ship upgrades view manager? Yeah, upgrade. Okay, so wherever I do the cells, refresh item loadout, main label. Oh yeah, right there. It's the sub label. It's the sub label color that I want. Item.sublabel.text. Wait, can't I just make the sub label green? Why do I need to do it here? Couldn't I just set the color? Let's find out. There should be an attachments in UI. There should be attachments grid item prefab. Yeah, because I'm using one prefab for everything. Description label. Color. Green. Hell yeah. Now I don't have to do anything with code. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh man. I kind of want to end stream early because I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner. And I have to end stream early at 2 anyway. So at least this way it gives me time to like end stream and go get lunch or something before I have to go pick Boy up. Hey, hey. Oh, those were already green. Hey, hey, hey. Those look cool as... Dude. Hell yeah. All right, one other thing I need to do hella bad, and that is attachments grid item prefab. Where it says like stats label and stuff. This all needs to be centered. Ugh, God, that has been frustrating me for so long. It absolutely needs to be centered. Wow, 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 wow. My phone hasn't been blowing up for work, so it must have not been that big of a fire if it was. Maybe just a tiny little flame. You know what I mean? Itty bitty little flame. Defense attachment. I want to look at it. Oh, that is so good. That is so much better. It's actually centered. Fucking hell. And thrusters. I love it. I love it so much more than the other one. Awesome, dude. Fuel, 1000 GU, 1250 GU. Fuel efficiency, 70%. Fuel efficiency, 85. Repaired fuel module. The leak is fixed. Leaks but works, all taped up. The leak is fixed. We flying and boost. We flying. Oh, he flying. Boost. That's so dumb. I was like, boost, boost. Faster than light. Feel the burn. Fuel efficiency 330%? What the fuck does that even mean? How does that even work? Does that mean I gain fuel while... What? Don't know. I should probably use it. God damn. 2,425 shield. If you put 2 powerful... Shield is 1,200? Why is your shield 25 here? And your shield 1,200? What? Ship, attachments, XML. We gotta go look at that, dude. Powerful shield, huh? Powerful shield. 1,200. You... So the one underneath it, the upgraded shield gives you 160 defense, or 160, whatever it's called. And this one gives you 1,200. That is stupid. That is not correct. It should be, let's just do twice as much and say 320. 320. What the that's not correct. That is super funny. Re-import. Thank you. You should definitely not have 25,000 shield, because that's basically, shield is just like an additional health bar is how I'm doing it, and then defense is just damage negation, and I'm doing it 1 per thing. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I have a broken shield, which gives you no defense, 25 shield, yeah, and then 1. Oh, it goes straight into 2. Interesting. Wonder why I did it that way instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Changing it. Damaged shield. No, defense. You get 1 point of damage reduction. 2 points of damage reduction. 3 points of damage reduction. 4 points of reduction. And we can stick with 5. Just to make the powerful shield like a little better. We'll balance and do all those things as playtesting continues, but yeah, man. We need playtesters. We need to push more. I need to post on Reddit. I got to start doing the TikToks. I might take the rest of the week to like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday especially. Just trying to get the other things associated. The other things that I want to get set up. Like I record clips constantly in vertical, right? To do TikToks and YouTube shorts and stuff, and then I don't do anything with them. I haven't posted. Like the first 3 days or 4 days that I streamed, I would do clips and then put those clips on what's it called, and now I don't do any of that shit. And it makes no sense. I absolutely should be doing those things. Also, all of these ships here. What the fuck? Oh yeah, because their shields and stuff used to be higher, but now it is not. Extensions, delete the database. Chip. Oh, because he comes with a damage shield already and 3 defense. I don't understand that 3 defense, dude. Where is that additional defense coming from? Whatever. Hire 3 of these bad boys. Defense attachment. Powerful shield. Powerful shield. Powerful shield. 960. Hell yeah. Bro, that's defense ship 3. I want defense. No! Why can't I get defense? Your defense ship 3? Your defense ship 2. We ain't never dying. Your defense ship 1. Sweet. So what we want to do now is probably hire another one. Let's hire this guy. I probably could have put a boost on him or something. Oh, I gotta get up and stretch and fuck, dude. And nobody reacted. The text needs to be what's it called? Resized. So UI ship info cell. There is this command label here. Current command. Right? Go ahead and just make these things smaller. Yeah, but this current command right here It is a content size fitter, I think. Yeah, I have a content size fitter preferred size. We don't want that anymore. Remove component. Then we are going to take it. And why are you that way? That is not correct. You should definitely be over there. Why the fuck are you on the left side of the cell? Also, what screen resolution am I on? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Anyway. We're going to grab it. We're going to drag it all the way out to about here. Sure. And then we want to say auto size. Excuse me? The fuck? No. Auto size, max size, 22. Right? And if we say exploring, we're doing a bunch of stuff. How low does it go? What was the thing? It said we'll do exploring dash something system 1 station dash first. I don't fucking know. That's a pretty long sentence, right? And it doesn't look too bad that long. I think that that's going to be fine. I mean, I'll be able to check in a couple seconds, won't I? Like, as soon as I open up the game and start going in, I'm going to see it. Exploring. Done. Done. All right, let's look at what he does. Oh my god, I'm hungry. I want food. And I'm not just going to leave stream on while I go to Safeway and come back with sushi. Because I won my trade today. Chips. Scan. Chips. Oh, yeah, it was the dash saying, hey, that looks great. Returning to Skevanope. Returning to Skevanope 1 station. Oh, why did one of them attack? Oh, because he was targeted. Oh, and then one of them got hit on accident. That's fucking awesome. Oh, hell yeah. One got hit on accident. So, my ships are not reacting to when somebody comes into their detection collider. Seems to be an issue. Ship detection collider. Hi, love. How are you doing? We need ship detection collider. How's work going? Oh. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think I'm gonna end stream. I have to end stream early anyway to pick up boy, but I think I'm gonna end stream when you leave. And go eat lunch because I'm kind of hungry, and I want to get, I don't know. I'm super antsy from not taking my medication for 2 days, and like having a hard time just sitting still. So I might, I'm still debating. I might end stream early when you get off. And to see if I can fix this bug first. Yeah, basically, when ships... What are we doing? This is where I get confused, because it's like... Today maybe would be a good day to take the walk around. Yeah. Use all that energy. I know, because I just keep like... stop fidgeting and like my legs keep moving and like I'm so over it. I'm over sitting here. So I want to call the doctor, put in the prescription refill request, see if I can make it the rest of today without taking my medication. That way I can have one tomorrow. But I might just take my medicine as soon as we're done. After, it's like a reward. I'm trying to use it, take my medication after I call and set up a prescription refill request. But anyway, why did my ships not respond to being attacked? Like only the one who was targeted is being responded, like is responding. Like I'm wondering, do we handle it here or do we handle it in ship? Like, hey, ship was detected. Do we do something? Call doctor right after stream ends. Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna do. It's kind of like, because I have to leave in 2 hours anyway, so it's like I might as well just end stream, go get food, take care of like those kind of chores that I have to do, and then go pick boy up and stuff. But yeah. Yep. You know what would be cool? If there was a way that I could like take the internals of my old mouse and just put them in this mouse. So that way this mouse acts like the old mouse, because I like the software of the old mouse. You know? But that wouldn't work because there's a lot of things on here that don't work. There's like an LCD screen and some other stuff. I'm not going to do that. Just part of my hesitation for using this mouse is like it's not as smooth to slide around as the other one. I don't know this for a fact, but the software is probably not going to be as good in terms of like having different profiles and like switching and assigning buttons to different things. I could use a different mouse pad. It's funny, is like I'm not even using, since I just used the trackpad, I don't even use a mouse pad anymore. I have a mouse pad because it feels nice on the palm of my hand, like while using the trackpad. Ugh. Shake it, 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 shake it. Anyway, not entirely sure why this didn't go, so we're gonna go ahead and figure it out. Let's see. Definitely use a different mouse pad. Yeah, it's so crazy. Even like I take my hand and I put it on the other mouse, and it immediately hurts. Like not even moving the mouse around, just the shape of putting my hand on that mouse makes the way that the wrist sits just sucks, dude. Over it. Did you put the tentacle in yet? No. I'll work on that today. I will absolutely work on that today, probably when you get home. I will work on that today. Yeah. But see, the other mouse, the vertical mouse, doesn't hurt my hand. It doesn't hurt my hand the way that my hand is oriented to do this. And it just sucks because, like, yeah. It just sucks. But who knows? You know, I'll actually try this. I'll fire up the Windows machine and actually try the mouse out and see if it works and all that stuff. Just need to, yeah, get used to it and see if I can at least control the buttons and it feels like it's good, then, you know, I'll try it. But yeah. So let's see. We want to go there. We want to go here, 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 and here. We want to go there. Then we want to go there. But did fix some decent bugs. Found some stuff. Cheap followers. I got a free ban you can have. Oh, you banned him hella fast. God damn. And you're in your fucking car or something. What the fuck? Nice. That was good. That was hella quick. Not expecting you to be able to do it that quickly. That was awesome. And of course I'm resistant to change. Ooh, maybe I'll get Subway for lunch. Oh, I haven't used any of the emotes. I want to use an emote. How do I use an emote? Subscribers can now use Crooked Lily emotes in all channels. I love you. That's so sick, dude. Hell yeah. I use my first emote of our things. What is this? Why is it looping fucking 100 times? I don't even... What is happening? Oh my god. Okay. We are not doing this. This is dumb. Get out of here. What the... Alright, go back. Definitely subscribed, bro, for 1 month. My free sub with Prime. Hell yeah. That's fucking cool. Get them numbers up. Might as well. That's fucking awesome, dude. Well, thank you. Thank you for the follow. That's cool. Or thank you for the sub, I mean. Helps out a lot. Uh-oh. Detection Collider. Found an enemy leech. Okay, that's what we want. Ah, see, it didn't go through. If collider.tag equals enemy, that's why it won't do it? Because they're not tagged an enemy? I don't want to tag anybody. Uh-oh. That is, we got to figure that out then. That's interesting. Yes. Yes. Enemy tag. There was a reason why I did something. Let me see. In this case, am I doing a tag here? No, I am not. I'm basically just saying like if enemy. But see, I don't need to check to see this. Basically, what I can do instead of this is we've assigned ship. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this twice? If we get to here, then it was already assigned here. There's no point in being here if it wasn't already through this. And if it was already through this, this is assigned already. This doesn't make sense. So we're getting rid of that. And what we're going to do instead is if ship is not equal to null and enemy.types.contains ship.type. Not enemy boss. That is not what I said. I said enemy ship. Sweet. All right. So if the ship is not null and enemy ships contains us, that way we don't have to do any tag checking. But no. If ship equals null, Jesus, or oh yeah, let's do that. Enemy ship does not contain us. So if the ship is null, we don't want to do this. Or if enemy ships doesn't contain the ship that we just saw, we also don't want to do this. That is perfect. With that said, we should be able to now respond to enemies that are coming into our detection collider. So, enemies can respond to being attacked. Enemies can respond to you going into their detection collider. And now we should be able to respond to enemies coming into our detection collider. Perfect. Play. And it should just work right off the bat because there's an enemy in the world. So as soon as everything gets turned on, it should just go. Which it did. It made it through all of our stuff. And we are only doing this if we are not an enemy, which means that, yep, ship is enemy leech. So it should happen 3 times. There's 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And now everybody should be attacking the enemy that ship. Oh yeah, just like that. And then they all go back to doing what they were doing. All right. Fucking A. Fixed. Hell yeah, dude. So the detection collider on these guys is their scan range. Because that's how I'm doing it. Oh my god. They spawned like on me. That is ridiculous. You see this shit? Look at this. Spawned like directly on me. That is nuts, dude. And then they don't even have to go anywhere afterwards because they're just like done. Look at how much shield, dude. They have 960 shield because I gave them all 3 powerful shields. Fucking nuts. They ain't dying ever. And then 18 defense. Oh yeah, because they have 555 plus their 3 that they come naturally with. That makes sense. Okay. Rude. All up on you, gotta be fucking kidding me. What in the world is that? Enemy ship has been destroyed, but you are trying to access it? What the fuck are you talking about? What? What is trying to act? What? The object of type enemy ship has been destroyed. God damn it, it's because I don't have this stupid all exceptions thing. Dude, I gotta just stop doing this transform cash crap. I was reading some stuff. It's like not even that even much more performant in the first place. Ship controller fixed update. Oh, get a void. That's what's happening. Oh, you know what? I know what that is. How is that a thing though? Avoidance collider, on trigger enter. If owner collider equals null, return. But what ends up happening is, wait, what? If owner collider, nearby controllers, us, we're destroying the ship. Yeah, because you're going by nearby controllers. You're saying nearby ship dot position. Ship is null. Oh. Interesting. Has something to do with the fact that we spawned an enemy into existence. Our local avoidance collider detected them because they were really close to us. And then we killed that ship and turned them off. So, nearby agent, it said that ship was null. If nearby agent equals agent, or how about if nearby agent equals null, or nearby agent dot shippy equals null, or. That was kind of a weird one too, because that one's like, most ships, they can't come into, like, get that close to you. I guess thieves can get that close to you. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. So, we'll play again. Try and kill these mother effers. Mother effer. Oh, and then, yeah. You just move. Whoa, what the fuck? Why'd you get all small? Why are you so small? You're so tiny. Why are you so tiny? Squad. Oh, see, I don't want it to... Why does it go away when I do that? Oh, because they become selected. Squad. That's dumb. Squad. Hey! They're gonna go fucking kill that guy. Damn. Their little red laser beams are so cool, man. They look so good. Oh, you little shippies. So you can do shift click now and shift click. Yeah, look at that. Look how cool that is. All right. Spotted an enemy leech. Come on. That's so cool, man. Hell yeah. Oh, so what I was saying before the game broke is their scan range is their detection collider. So what the you guys are idiots. Oh, you know what it is? The position needs, interesting. I gotta work on that. They're squishing themselves? That's hella funny. Oh, one ran out of fuel. Oh, it's so entertaining to watch. Fucking A. Spotted an enemy manta. No, don't kill my utility ship. Oh, yeah, you got fucked up, bro. Is your cargo okay? Oh, yeah, your cargo barely took any damage. If it took any damage at all. I don't even know if it's taking damage. I need to separate them out based on other parameters than just like some arbitrary value, like some magic number that I have in here. Dude, I really like the red laser beams. Oh, you know what was super fun? Is I was playing and I had been building the upgrades for shipbuilding to just make it go by faster just because I was doing something and I had an extra utility ship. I was like, go to work. I didn't have any explorer ships in the area to help me defend, and somebody came and spawned, and this happened. He spawned and immediately went towards the packages that were all around because one of my ships exploded. And it gave me time to hire a ship to go kill him because he went around and collected all the packages while I was building a ship. And I had like a few upgrades in it. So it only took 6 seconds instead of 10. And then was able to kill him. And then I recovered all the packages. It felt so cool. It was amazing. It was so cool. Look, and then he's going to go and he's going to grab the package and then he's going to go try and get the asteroid chunk. He's not even going to care about these guys. He's like, no, I want the and then dies. That's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. That's so cool. I love that mechanic so much that you can just yeet a bunch of packages for distraction. Yeah, so pretty. Ugh. Yep. So anyway, boy hung out with me for a little bit this morning before I dropped him off. And he got to watch me like with all the charts and stuff and what I was watching and things. It was fun. I sold all my positions for profit at like the tippity fucking top. It was so good. And then the S&P hasn't recovered since then. Like it's still doing really well for today, but I mean like in comparison to where I sold and took profits at, I sold at the perfect time. I got so lucky at selling at the perfect time. But it's nuts, man. I can't wait to tell you the story of like the roller coaster fucking ride watching the charts. Like it was nuts. Oh, so that's a thing that I need to fix. Oh, interesting. Oh, the thief might blow up. Oh no, they're just gonna go fuck him up. Oh yeah, see? Because what's happening is if they are... Okay. So... What's happening is anytime somebody goes in... Oh, I love you. Bye. Have a good day. I'll see you in a couple hours. Anytime somebody goes into their ship detection thing, they are going straight for it. Instead of attacking somebody who's closer. Which... I don't know how I want to handle that. So... Anyway, my wife's taken off. She's not going to be in the stream chat anymore. I have to call and make a doctor's appointment. I have to get off in about an hour, hour and a half anyway to go pick up my son. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to end the stream early today. Go get some lunch and take care of some adult chores that I have to do. Doctor calls and that kind of shit. Make sure my dog gets their medicine because I haven't done that yet either. But I appreciate every one of you guys for coming and hanging out with me. Joining me on this journey. Watching me struggle through bug fixes and whatnot. But yeah, I will see you guys. Most likely I'll be doing some sort of a bonus stream with my wife tomorrow, if she's interested. Otherwise, I'll see you on Sunday. But again, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow or Sunday. So, later.